There are a multitude of different issues that affect trans Latina immigrant women. If you're an immigrant, if you're trans, if you don't speak English, and if you don't, if you don't have all of these things, then obviously the challenges are greater. The social factors that affect our community is really the lack of opportunities to obtain basic needs or services. We are pushed into participate and engage in the trade economy, like sex work, like drug use, those things that continue to criminalize us. So if a client offers more money, let's say, to have unprotected sex, more likely trans women who do not have the ability to have their basic needs met, such as, maybe food or a roof over her head at that particular moment, chances are that she will take the risk. We are the population that has the highest incidence of HIV than any other population. So I'm originally from Mexico, and I came to the United States when I was about 17 years old. It was probably around 1985 or maybe 86. And I came to live with my father, who at that time was living in Central California. I went to work, and so I was bored, lonely. I knew who I was, but I couldn't really be me. And so I decided to leave. And that's how I came to Los Angeles. I was all by myself, and I wanted to live my life authentically. And at that time, there was no services for trans people, particularly trans women. So community and resources, you would find them on the streets. Soon after I got to Los Angeles, I met this man. This man picked me up, and because I was homeless, I was, just living the street life, I went home with him. And then I began a very abusive relationship with this man. And I was with him close to 3 years. When we separated, and that's when I decided to go take a test. And my test, my diagnosis was positive. And for me, the solution was to use drugs like at a more rapid way. I sort of like went into this suicide mission, drugs and, sex and rock and roll, like they said. There was a particular moment, specifically, it was on June 6th of 2001 when I sort of like saw my life passing through my eyes. I was over 30 years old, and my life was really nothing. At that particular moment, I had been using drugs, smoking crack and heroin and all of that I used to do for about 3 days, nonstop. I asked someone for some money to eat, and this African American woman gave me $5. I got me something to eat, and then I don't know how I got on a bus, and I ended up in a treatment center. When I was at this treatment center, I enrolled in a computer class to learn basic computer skills because I didn't know how to even do that. There was a position open at a social service organization doing HIV prevention, specifically targeting trans women. And from there, sort of like my career of activism sort of like started. The same year, the murder of Gwen Araujo happened. Gwen Araujo was a young trans girl who was brutally murdered in Newark, California. It sort of like woke up the beast on me. Her experience, it was the experience that I was still seeing in my community. And it also helped me reflect in my own experiences and what I could do in order to change that. That's how sort of like my career in this path of doing HIV prevention, working for immigration rights, working for trans people, LGBTQ Latinos, and because I am one of the chosen few, I want to make sure that I, in some ways, give back. I let my higher power guide me and take me to wherever I need to go. So here I am today.